channel. Today I'm here with none other than Anna, who you will definitely know from the Anna edit or Viviana. I mean, that's going back.
Viviana's makeup, that is old school, but to be fair, only about a year.
We are going to be talking all about clothes because this one has got exceptional style. You've got such a great eye, you've got great taste, and it's so refined and so you. It's the kind of style that I think reminds you of people like Jane Birkin and have that real classic look that you look back and it's not going to age. There's things that I wear, I'm like, God.
I don't think you say that, but I did have a really bad bodycon phase, which has aged quite badly, and Facebook memories is constantly reminding me of that.
But you've got it now.
Thank you. I don't know, don't you feel like it's constantly evolving?
I do, and I feel like I'm still trying to reach my point of pure refinement.
I feel like
sugar.
Like a year ago, I look back at clothes that I wore a year ago and I'm like, okay, they're still okay. But maybe 2 years ago, I'm like, oh, maybe not so much.
That's all part of the Anna edit.
It's kind of getting there.
It's like a lifestyle.
I feel like I've just worked out I just don't like wearing colour, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think sometimes I think I should be a stylist because I pick things and then I think, oh, I'll get that, and I put it in my wardrobe. I'm like, no, that was good, but not good for you.
Yeah,
and it's recognising that.
I feel like I've just got older. I've tried more things. I've tried wearing colour. I've experimented with this. I've experimented with that, and I realised that I just like black, white denim and leopard print.
That's so good though.
That's it.
You're one of the people that have this amazing Capsule Wardrobe, a great wardrobe system. So I want to talk to you about that, new ins, and yeah.
I am a geek who loves talking about Capsule Wardrobes.
I know.
But I feel like I know what you're going to ask me first.
I feel like it's going to exhaust you. It's going to be like celebrities when they're asked about ex-boyfriends and you're just like, oh, it's about that again, huh? Like, oh.
No, I love it.
I'm surprised.
I could literally bore you until the cows come home. I could never stop talking about it. But what do you want me to tell you first?
Let's start with new editions. I always start with new editions because they're the things that, I mean, I'm most interested in. No, not really. But they're the things that excite me the most. I'm like, what's in store now? What are you buying? And what am I getting excited about?
So Liv prepared me for this. And I was like, well, I'm actually wearing one of them right now. There was still the ASOS bag on the bed in my bedroom from where I'd ripped it open this morning. But I'd completely forgotten about this, and I was researching for an article about loungewear, and then I went onto the ASOS White collection.
Oh,
the ASOS White collection, like when I go onto ASOS, I do ASOS White, Weekday, Monkey Whistles, that's basically it. Yeah. Had completely forgotten that they do the best cashmere jumpers.
Oh, I didn't know they did cashmere. I knew they did good knitwear and did like standy shapes.
ASOS White cashmere, there's a whole range, they're different colours, different shapes.
Feel.
It's very soft. And I've had ASOS White cashmere before, and it washes really well, lasts a long time, holds its shape, and I really fancied a turtleneck.
I like that because it's not too not too much. You still get a little bit of neck.
It's a bit of Steve Jobs chic, as I like to call it.
It's a bit of a flirt. You're like, it's still got a bit of neck here.
The double chin still shows, but it's slightly covered up. So I got this literally this morning, and then I also picked up, another cashmere jumper.
Is this white?
This is ASOS White as well.
Oh my god.
This is stripy. It's like a crew neck number. And I really like this one because it's not, this one is kind of tighter around the waist. It sort of gathers in. But this is very much kind of just like a square sort of shape, which I really like. I think this is the perfect like weekend.
That's really nice.
Relaxed jumper.
Look with black jeans, like little ballet pumps, very chic.
Oh, very chic. Like, very Parisian.
This is the Capsule Wardrobe coming. It's just all those things that just works on so many different levels.
These two things I really didn't need. I'm currently I've done my Capsule Wardrobe for the season, so really I should have left it there. So these two things were rather impulsive and really break my little
Setting a bad example.
I know. These were mindless purchases, which I'm not crazy into.
I love that a mindless purchase for you is still a black turtleneck.
I do have a Capsule Wardrobe autumn haul, so I feel like there's quite a few things I could have shown you from that. Thanks, love. But this is my favourite thing, and I've been wearing it.
This is so beautiful.
This is Whistles. I annoyingly bought this before they had their amazing 20% off.
Do you know what? I saw something I wanted the day after.
I didn't know it was out
and it
so
didn't look properly.
Oh,
regret.
Full price, but still very happy with it. Just like a duster kind of coat. It's a bit trench coat style. It's camel.
It's like not too. It's like a good middle ground. Like good for layering, but then equally.
I can fit a chunky knit under this. But it does keep me nice and warm.
It's got a bit of structure as well. Sometimes if it's too thin, it's a little bit like it will crease. It's not that kind of shape.
It's like you're wearing a sheet, whereas this like has a bit of shape to it.
Big good pockets as well. Very substantial.
Bloody love it. I'm going to be wearing that in like 10 years time at the school gate, let me tell you.
Oh my god. All the mums would be like, does she only have one coat?
I'll be like, this is vintage, Whistles 2017.
I remember that brand. Yeah. It'd be like the Jane Norman.
Oh no, don't say that.
I'm joking. I can't imagine you getting to that stage.
Jane Norman, oh man.
I used to carry one of their like bags to school.
Oh, you had to have, yes, a PE.
Yeah.
PE kit, yeah.
V chic.
So chic.
You heard it here first, guys. It's coming back. Talking of capsule wardrobes, let's talk about yours, because it's just such a great idea, and I know you've been doing it for a couple of years.
2 years.
Oh, happy.
Thanks. Yeah, my first one was my autumn capsule wardrobe back in 2015. Let me do the math. So good at
Give me 5. What inspired you to do it? Because I think, looking at your wardrobe, I just think, oh, you could wake up at 5 minutes to when you need to leave and then be like, oh, you should sew this together. It's so...
I guess that's kind of the idea of a capsule wardrobe. But I was really into this girl called Caroline Joy. She has a blog called Unfancy. It's amazing. And she was really into capsule wardrobes. That's basically what her blog was about. It was about conscious consuming, not buying as much shit, and the capsule wardrobe. And then it was really, it was quite rule based. It was like, you're only allowed, I think it was 37
I think I remember
items.
you mentioning it, and it seemed like not military, but I felt like it was so regimented that I was like, oh, I couldn't do that.
It really just appealed to Virgos, or people who like really love the rules.
Organisation.
Yeah, so it was very, you're only allowed this amount, and this amount of tops, this amount of bottoms. I took it very seriously, and I basically like stripped my wardrobe back, bought a load of new shit, because I was like, oh my god, I need to fulfill this 37 piece.
So that was the best start, wasn't it? Like, starting from that one day.
It was great, but then actually, like, the year later, I realised I sort of rush purchased all of these things. What was I thinking? But the idea is that every season, so like every 3 months, you kind of, I mean, people think that you start from scratch. I had a friend and he was like, oh my god, so you buy a new wardrobe every 3 months?
Actual wardrobe.
No. Can you imagine? Absolutely no way. The idea is that you just sort through your wardrobe. So when you open up the doors, it's all stuff that fits you, that you like, that is seasonally appropriate. So the idea is you basically could wear anything in your wardrobe. And I think a lot of people kind of have a capsule wardrobe without realising it. Because some people might do like a summer to winter shift. And just, so basically every 3 months I go through, and then whatever isn't relevant in my wardrobe, I just keep it under my bed.
That's good.
And I just sort
of
rotate it.
It just keeps, and then next season you'll be like, oh, actually, I don't know whether...
No, and the idea is that you like spice it up with maybe like 5 new pieces. And in between, you attempt not to shop, which like I said, I kind of just failed at, because I just bought this.
A good example though, because you still have like a refined style, you still have like a good taste, and it still looks almost, not trend-led, that's the wrong term, but you still look like you're keeping on top of trends, and it's still relevant. It doesn't feel like, oh god, she's like, I mean,
oh my god, it's the same stuff.
It moves with you as well. And do you think that's helped refine your style?
Definitely. I feel like it's really helped me find my style. It's helped me realise, like, some people might call my style boring, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm like, yeah, it is quite boring. It's very like simple and plain, but I love it. I feel like it suits me. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes, I'm so happy with my wardrobe.
It's what makes you feel good though. Like for some people, like that, like wearing like stripped back, like the basics. I think that's had a bit of a moment even in itself, trend wise. Like,
I love basics.
Like, they're really trendy.
Totally.
Like, good striped top, great pair of jeans, like good jeans.
Oh my god, denim.
I feel like every time I do these videos, I talk about jeans, and it's probably really
You're
boring.
one with Lucy Williams. I was like, oh man, I need to go buy all the jeans.
We couldn't stop. We were on a jean hype, but I've never said that before. Even these ones you're wearing, I was like, oh my god, where are they from?
These are Topshop. That's a really attractive pose. Good old Topshop denim. Like, definitely through the whole capsule wardrobe thing, I don't follow this rule-based thing anymore of 37 items. Like, sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. I just try and have an amount where like everything isn't in the wash at the same time. Like, then we know we're onto a winner there.
That's really...
But it's really made me invest heavily in quality basics, which is not what I did before at all. Before, I'd go to like New Look or something, and I would fill my boots and I would have a great time. I'd go on ASOS.
I feel like it's always great for the moment, because you're like, I love shopping, it feels so good, and then you get home and you're like, I was saying to Anna earlier, my kind of shopping mantra is, would I wear it today or would I wear it tomorrow? Unless you're buying for an occasion. So unless you're buying for a wedding that's coming up. I think if you wouldn't wear it in that moment, or you wouldn't wear it that week, then why are you buying it? Like, hold back.
Totally.
Because otherwise you just think like, oh, I like it, but if I'm never going to wear it.
It forced me to go through my wardrobe and think, I love that black shirt, but actually I don't wear it all the time because of this reason. Like, oh, the fabric makes me really sweaty. So now I'm like, oh right, so maybe I'll invest in a silk shirt. Or I was like, oh, I love those jeans, but like the butt is a bit saggy. So okay, maybe I'll invest in some jeans that are more of like a harder wearing denim. So throughout like me doing this, it's just made me replace items that like weren't exactly just right.
It's so important though, because otherwise we end up buying the same thing and making the same mistakes. So like, oh yeah, no, I'll buy another pair of those jeans. They only lasted a year, but you know, but then you're like, actually, maybe if I invest better, then it's just, it makes so much
And it's not necessarily about spending more money either. Like there's obviously, it's not like, oh my god, so I just got myself like a whole designer wardrobe. I completely haven't. It's a real mix of like high-low.
Which is so good.
There's definitely some things which I'd be like, yeah, invest in like a nice coat. I've got my one from Whistles like a year or two ago, and still I got it out and I was so happy.
Yeah, you're like,
so I get it out, I was like, oh man, this is like
you.
Yeah, it was so nice. It fits me perfectly and I love it. It's just like a black pea coat.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it. But yeah, it doesn't need to be all like fancy stuff. Like I genuinely think Topshop does the best denim.
I think that's it. I think it's about recognising those things and then seeing like the things you will invest in. I always think coat is winter boots. I think they're a great investment.
Winter boots.
Sometimes denim falls under that as well. I think sometimes knitwear, but the high street does do great knitwear, so I don't think that's essential.
I think it's more to do about the fabric with knitwear, like non-scratchy, non-sweaty.
The content, like what's the wool content in this? Like I've started doing that, and I'm like, oh god.
Oh, I do like looking at a label. Oh, I do.
Since you've got like a washing machine and a tumble dryer, which I hate using, I'm always like, right, the label army, like. Where are your favourite places to shop on the high street when you're doing your Capsule Wardrobe seasonally, like, or just popping in?
I feel like we both agree with this one.
Yeah.
And other stories.
I know what you're going to say, yes. Oh,
and other stories. But to me, not the store. Online.
There's a few shops that like Mango, always online.
Always online. Go in and I'm like, oh no, not feeling it. Go online. Oh my god,
it's
there's so many.
Their like imagery and I'm like, oh, I could be her.
They style them really well.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But I would say, and other stories online. Their shopping experience isn't the best in terms of, we're spoiled with ASOS Premier, like whatever. ASOS Premier?
Yeah. The next day one.
The next day one. I got confused with Prime then. ASOS Prime?
ASOS Prime Premier?
Definitely. ASOS Premier. We're conditioned to like have next day delivery even if we order it at midnight. It's crazy. So I wouldn't say the actual process is great, but the returns are fine.
The returns are easy.
I do genuinely think though, and other stories is just the best.
Their knitwear is great and it's really reasonable. I think it's like I got a knit maybe last year, it was like £35.
Yeah.
And
I got like a wool turtleneck which looks suspiciously like this, but it is much thinner. It is much thinner.
There are differences.
That's how I can kind of semi-justify it. It was like £35, I think, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I always go in there and I think they do really good like basics with a twist.
Yeah, really agree with you.
Really good basics with a twist.
I feel like as well, when I go on their website, how they've styled the models, because some of their pieces are quite staple and basic, I just like seeing how they've styled it, because often I'll have similar things in my wardrobe. So I'm almost like, I'm shopping and then I'm like, actually, let's just go to the real shop, which is my wardrobe. You're like, oh girl! Like,
I do that, but then I also look for haircut inspiration. There's a girl on Suzanne at the moment who I'm like, I need your haircut.
Oh my god, yeah. I can't look on there because I'm just like,
that is a really actually that's a new place I've discovered, Suzanne.
Oh, so good. But their drops online, I think it's like that's like seasonally. Yeah. And then they just fly out, and I'm like, you have to get quite competitive.
Yeah, I think there's one coming like the 8th or the 9th.
Oh my god.
That's like when this video is going to go live. Maybe check it out.
Stay tuned. I'm always very on it, and I love that all the models are so cool. Moving on, how do you like shop? Are you an online girl? Are you an IRL girl?
I love online.
I was going to say, it sounded like from the last question, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that.
I love online shopping because you can make your bedroom into a dressing room. Like, why would you want to get all sweaty? I'm normally like all hot and bothered. Like, the stores in Brighton are good, but obviously the stores in London are better. So I've had to like be on the train. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I've got bags.
And then when you've got loads of bags as well.
Yeah, or I'm like rushing in between two things.
And just, especially in the winter, changing in change rooms in the winter. Like, summer's okay because you've got like a little dress on. It's easy to get in and out, whereas in the winter I've got a heat tech on, I've got my jumper, I've got jeans.
Me and my delivery men are like that. So like, honestly, Stuart DPD, I'm like, hey Stuart, how you doing? Like, you're right, like...
How's your family?
He noticed my name change. He was like, you've changed the name, like you're married. It's just a nicer process to me. I feel like more relaxed and...
I think it saves you being impulsive as well to a sense because you can see like actually this doesn't fit properly. I think when you're in a shop, you're kind of like, right, I've got 10 minutes in here.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I'll get it and return it. And that's a bad habit to fall into,
and I feel like I do all my tests. I do like, I sit down, I sit forward, I sit back, I'm like, yeah, okay,
we'll try bed, we'll try sofa.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable in it, right? And I feel like sometimes in a shop, you try it on and you look and you're like, oh, that'll do. But
and
actually
you're in that
cuts you
shopping mindset where you're like, yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, so I feel like I can do all my tests at home. I can see what underwear I need to wear with it.
I can imagine you working out a checklist for this, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do the maintenance survey.
I've got to print off PDF. No, I'm joking.
I was a bit like, I think she might. No, don't know whether she's joking.
I think I have done blog posts about how not to make impulsive purchases.
Okay, well, I'll link that below.
Thanks. I've probably got a million. You're like, oh my god, there's
I'm just
like
gonna have to find all the related content. Like, her fashion content is amazing. Like, you might know her for beauty, but
thanks, Liz.
So much more, so much more.
She's
but
great.
Moving on the shopping check. Do you have a rule of thumb with shopping? I know I said that I'm very much like, when I work today and tomorrow. Do you have a rule of thumb where you're like, this can't be bought?
I don't really have too much of a rule of thumb, because normally with the whole capsule wardrobe shiz that I do, I sort of have an evaluative moment at the end of each capsule wardrobe, and I think, okay, so for autumn, I did a video on this is like,
I feel like
blatant plug.
I feel like I want to act surprised as well, because I haven't watched it, but I have watched it. That's the worst thing. I'm like, oh really? You did a video on that?
Really cool.
I have seen it.
I did do a video on planning that was basically like looking back on my previous autumn wardrobe, and I'd like written notes on what I thought it was lacking. So for me, I've got like a shopping list. Lily finds it hilarious. She's like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, I need chunky knits. Like, I'm very specific. I need a cream chunky knit. So for me, I've already gone out with that shopping list, and so I try not to deviate too far from the shopping.
You save a lot on Insta stories as well. I saw from that video, which I thought was very effective, and looking at what pops up again, because I feel like I save, and I'm like, ooh, red jeans, we'll get some of those. Like, opposed to thinking, oh, I've saved like 10 images of red jeans. Maybe that's the thing. I'm just seeing once and be like, great, I need it.
Yeah, so I try and be a bit, so I've almost, that's my rule of thumb, like rather than I haven't even got to the changing room, and I don't actually shop that much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a crazy shopper, especially in a group situation.
Yeah.
I hate shopping in a group. Like,
I used to live for shopping with people, because I was so like,
when we were younger, right? Yeah.
I couldn't buy something without like about 3 sign-offs. But now I'm like, if I have anyone else, I'm like, sometimes it's good because it makes you think, actually I don't need it, because they're like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm like, you're right, I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
But now I trust my instinct.
I just don't even get into a changing room with like things that I'm like, ooh.
Moving on, I'm going to talk to you about the items in your wardrobe that you would save. And heaven forbid a fire, because I'm always interested in those pieces that you think, they're like, ride or die, need them.
I'm quite excited to show you these.
Are
you ready? Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, when Liv asked me this, my mind instantly went to 2 pairs of leopard print shoes, but I've managed to narrow it down to 1 because
leopard print shoes.
I do have a pair of leopard print high heels that I wore on my wedding day that were superly outrageous.
I love
They were very expensive, and because my dress wasn't very expensive, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some really fancy shoes. And actually, I've worn them since my wedding day. They're my only pair of high heels that I own.
That's so good. Though.
So I do love those, but these.
I thought they were gonna be. I thought they were.
Oh. These my high heel wedding dress shoes. No. Shall I get them? I feel like I need to show. I need to like show you them to like calm you down. Okay, right. No, these are the fancy shoes. Oh. Just so Liv can.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I've seen these as well, but I don't know why the boots shocked me, so they're gorgeous.
These are ridiculous. I mean, look at them. I've ruined them with like one of the little like.
They're so subtle though. They're very like understated considering their leopard print.
Kind of.
I mean, because they're strappy. Like I thought I was for some reason I was expecting like a pointed leopard cord.
Yeah. No leopard cords. Those are wedding day shoes, and I just absolutely love them. So now you're more prepared. Okay,
they were not the wedding shoes.
These are not the wedding shoes. These are from Whistles. They're from last season. They're called their Belmont Chelsea boots.
They're really gorgeous.
They have. I think they've like bought them back this year, but they've like reissued them in a slightly different style. Ooh. They're very similar.
I love the shape. I love the point. It's not too. It's quite soft.
The shape of them. If I could just have like these in different colours.
They're acne, aren't they? The shape.
They're very acne, but they didn't have the price tag of acne. They've got like a heel, but they're not too crazy high. And they're the perfect leopard print as well. I like a dark leopard print. I'm not crazy on the light leopard print.
They're lovely.
They're like wearing gloves.
And they're comfortable.
Yeah, gloves for your feet. Absolutely
love
love
you'd
them.
run out of house with those.
I'd be like, I need them because
Throw them out the window.
they sold out real quick.
Yeah, can't do that.
I've seen your videos of these before with other people, and I feel like everyone gets out a leather jacket.
Yeah, but
so I'm gonna stick with that trend.
They're often the biggest investment as well.
This was a crazy investment for me. I think this was 290 quid.
Yeah,
which is.
For a second, I thought you were going to say 2,000. I was like,
oh my god, no way! This, I looked everywhere for a leopard print on the brain.
Leopard print leather jacket.
Leopard print leather jacket. I'd looked everywhere for a leather jacket that didn't have crazy amounts of detail on. Because this one really doesn't. It kind of just has like a zipped pocket and like.
And it's like nice hardware as well.
It's like goldy brassy hardware, which is impossible to find.
Yeah.
I literally looked for this for years. Prior to this, I had a Primark pleather jacket that I wore so much it got like holes in the lining.
Wow.
So to me that was proof.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I've worn
now
this to the point where it's like it's just being held together by a couple of strands of cotton. So I knew that it was something I was going to wear. I've had this now for about 4 years.
Where's it from now?
And Other Stories. It was when it first launched in the UK. I went in.
It was like before it was cool, you guys.
Yeah, I was like one of the first people to go with it. No, I'm joking. But genuinely, like,
this
I
is a
love
nice
it
shit.
so
Do you know what I
much.
like about this? Is that
you can pin them down.
I've got a jacket, leather jacket, and it hasn't got that, and they kind of come forward, and I look like an actual biker, and that's fine if you're a biker. Just doesn't work on me.
And to this day, Other Stories don't do anything similar.
Yeah.
Well, they do, but it hasn't got the right colour hardware.
And my leather jacket's from there, and this is the one I'm talking about, without the poppers underneath.
Oh, there you go. So that would definitely be saved. And then this one, I feel like this was a real dickhead purchase.
Oh, it's not.
It is a dickhead purchase.
It's not.
It is. But
it might just look like an empty black.
It literally does. Like no one can see that. It is a little Chanel pouch. Lily and I were lucky enough to go on a press trip with them, which was just as you have been.
Nuts.
Which is just like, what is happening in my life? This is ridiculous. So we did have a sneaky bit of discount, which I feel like I need to disclaim that.
Yeah.
It also was in euros, which again I'm like, kind of justifies.
Yeah, I was like
really.
Yeah.
I bought the cheapest bag in the shop. They get you quite drunk in there, and I think Ruth bought like a pink bag. I was with Ruth as well, from Model Recommends. But I genuinely have got so much use out of this. This is their wallet on a chain, and it is literally a wallet on a chain.
Wallet on a chain. Like it sounds like
they call it a walk
on a string.
Which Mark thinks is hilarious. It's like a walk. Like, it sounds like an alien. Got a little pocket on the back. I can stuff a lot of things.
I was gonna say, like, although it says wallet on a chain, like it's a big, like it'd be a big. I mean, you'd have to have a lot of ward to go in that wallet.
Yeah, I can. I'm pretty sure I've stuffed like sunglasses and like purse.
You could get a little camera in their phone. Yeah, it would take most essentials.
Yeah, 100%. But you can do it with the chain inside. So sometimes I've worn it as just a clutch. But basically,
it's very understated as well. It's not too like.
It's not too like CC in your face.
It's beautiful. It
Thank
really
you. I just feel like this is my only clutch bag. Yeah. This is the only one that I own if I'm going somewhere fancy. This is the one.
It's gorgeous. I would rescue that also.
Thanks.
I thought, do you know what I thought you were going to bring out for your ones you'd rescue? I thought you were going to bring out the dressing gown.
Oh, to be fair, my dressing gown is...
The purple dressing gown.
The purple dressing gown. Shall I get it? Oh my god, it's got like... Oh, don't look at it. Oh, I really should... if I'd known, I would have washed it. It's got like makeup all over it.
I love the sexy ribbon tie. Like...
Oh yeah, like the ribbon ties. If you're not like tied up enough with the actual strap. This is from John Lewis. And Mark got this for me years ago, and I live in it.
You are a real working from home advocate. You're great at the loungewear sit. You've always you're repping the comfortable clothes.
Thanks.
I mean, in a really nice way. Where do you recommend for great loungewear? Because I always think you've got it down.
Thanks. I love Next, M&S. That is like obvious choices. But I do find a lot on, I was telling you about these ASOS, they were ASOS white. You can tell I really like the ASOS white collection. And they're like a cashmere wool mix jogging bottom, which are literally the most comfortable things ever in the history of things. So I love those, but I do have a bit of a rule that you have to, well, you don't have to. For me.
You must.
Yeah, you must. No good work gets done in denim. Like, that just doesn't happen for me. So I just have to accept that, like, denim during the day if I'm working from home. It's
They're going to come off when I leave.
These are so coming off when you leave, like for sure.
I'll be like crossing the road. I'll see
I'm
you like
whoop,
in your trackie.
I'm back in my tracky bees. So tracky bees on the bottom, or like a legging. Lululemon Align pants.
Ooh, are they quite good? They're not too like sports or active.
No, they're very soft. They're like wearing butter. It doesn't feel like you're really even wearing anything.
We all know the feeling of wearing butter.
Yeah, we all know. But they have a really like nice waistband. It's quite high, so it reminds me to suck in my gut.
Ooh.
So I
don't do that at home. Sometimes I wear these jeans that are so uncomfortable, and I get to the end of the day, I'm like.
Yeah, no, trust me, your gut, it can flop out, it can go in, it's great. I love these leggings.
I feel like you've just got it. I can imagine you working from home, like posture great.
Oh,
like,
no.
I feel like you've got it soft.
No, I work from home, like sometimes laying on the floor with my legs in the air, like, you know.
Really?
Yeah, if you've got a right post and that's how you're going to get it done.
I feel like I need some cutaways of this. Get like in all these different weird positions.
Like with my legs
downward dog, like on the laptop.
So those are my bottom half options, but then on top, I kind of like to be a bit more business
on top. Yeah.
I'm not talking like a silk shirt or anything. I'm talking like a t-shirt with maybe like a jumper like this.
So you're ready to leave the house if emergency called.
If I needed to go out the house, I would just switch into my denim on the bottom and be ready to go. So that's kind of how I like to balance it out. So I'm not wearing full-on pyjamas for the whole day.
I think that's it. Like I was saying to you earlier, like yesterday I was working from home and I was just not in a fit state. I needed to go to the post office. It was so bad. I was like, I can't leave the house looking like this. Like no matter what I do, it was just, and I don't feel like I can work properly either. I feel I need to get ready, so I'm going to the office.
You're good. You're good at getting ready actually.
But I don't know. But then I feel like, oh, I'm working at home. You shouldn't be putting makeup on. You shouldn't be wasting time doing this.
No, but if that's how you get work done best.
Yeah. Sometimes I do think like it means you could film a video. You're ready for anything.
I mean, if I only put makeup on for filming videos, if I'm being honest. Like today I was like proper face.
Yeah, no, sometimes I put makeup on, I don't do anything. I'm like, I should have done something today. I should have got some shots or something. This is wasted. Speaking of makeup, I'll quickly wrap this up.
That was a good transition. Love it.
I didn't even realise. I'm so impressed.
Amazing.
Sometimes I yearn for those moments and it just happened. Let's talk about your Desert Island Beauty, the products that you know a lot about products. You've got a great routine, a great skincare collection, beauty collection. I mean, I haven't seen it IRL. Maybe I'll ask before I go.
I'll show you out.
We'll get some more sneaker shots.
I'll show you back.
What are the pieces or the things you couldn't do without?
I feel like in the last year, not only have I really like capsulized my wardrobe, I've also done the same thing with beauty.
Ooh, please tell me how.
Before I had so much stuff, but then I would use the same blusher, the same bronzer, I'd go back to the same things again and again. So I've really just honed in on my favourites, my real like holy grail, as they say in the beauty world. I've really honed in on those and I just repurchase them, use them every day because I know they're my favourite.
Yeah.
And this, have you used this?
I haven't.
The It Cosmetics.
I saw it when you pulled it out and I was like,
cream.
I need to.
This is in the shade light, which I mean, if I'm being honest, I am not a light right now. I'm definitely more of a fair. So I do fair in the winter, light in the summer.
See, for
mix of both in the middle.
I'd always think they're both the same word.
This is honestly incredible. I use other foundations and I always come back to this one.
Wow, so it's like what's the consistency like?
It's quite thick. Don't be put off by the fact it's a CC cream. I think people think like, oh, that's just going to be a moisturiser. Hell no, this is like a dewy kind of medium coverage foundation. I have got it on today. I've got a mix of the light and fair.
I was going to say, and it looks like it's covered, but you still like your skin, but better.
That's exactly. It's like it's a naff name, but it genuinely does what it says on the tin. For eyelashes, I get my lashes lifted, which is a real cheat. It smells like egg. They basically perm your eyelashes.
So sold.
Yeah, it smells like egg. It's great. But it does mean that your lashes like stand to attention for weeks, which is great. But in between, the Surratt eyelash curler. If you've got straight eyelashes, this is.
Is that really good?
Oh my god, it is everything. It's the best. Not cheap.
I never use an eyelash curler.
Oh man, you don't really need to. Your eyelashes are quite, they're very curly actually. She's all right. But for us elephant eyelash girls, you know what I mean.
My best friend Gemma, we always used to talk about this because her eyelashes are quite straight. And she'd be like, I look like a sheep, and I'm like, you don't.
I know you do. They literally. I feel like a sheep elephant. I mean, it's great if they're long, but they just need to
do a little bounce.
Do a bit of that. But then behind that, I am so in love with these two matte colours.
Ooh,
you can see I've hit pan. This is Sober, which I haven't actually got either of these on my eyes today, but Sober I love. It's
really
basically
terracotta-y, like brown.
Yeah, this is a really good just kind of brownie. It looks kind of nothingy, but on the lids looks great. Ooh. And then this is Anastasia Beverly Hills caramel.
And how did you put them in the same thing?
I like, oh, you could buy it as an individual, and then this is like a little MAC duo that I keep them in.
I didn't know you could buy individually. I thought you were literally deconstructed.
Oh no!
I was like, girl.
No, you can buy them individually. There was a girl who kept coming. Me and Lily kept bumping into her at like meetups and events and stuff. She looked incredible. Every time we were like, "What have you got on your eyes?" Anastasia Beverly Hills caramel.
Listen, I like a nice warm brownie terracotta shade at the moment.
So good for autumn.
The girls from Heim are wearing it very well, and then I'm like, can I do it? Can I do it? I should.
I love your Heim tweets.
I love them. I'm very into them. I want to grow my hair. My hair is too fine. It doesn't look good long.
Oh no, I like your hair the length it is.
I don't know.
That's a good.
I need a bit more thickness.
I feel you too. I'm very
just like got baby hair. I call it brown smoke sometimes.
Brown smoke.
I feel you. Saddest story ever.
No, I feel you with the hair length. And then my final one is the Chanel Rouge Coco lipstick in Adrienne. That's what I've got on my lips today. Wore it on my wedding day. I've made it into the weirdest shape.
Yeah, that is
kind of phallic.
Wow, what a term.
Well, but I think this is such a good nude. Sorry.
That's beautiful.
It's such a good nude. It's like a corally, peachy-ish.
It looks really, it doesn't look too nude. It looks like less nude on your lips than it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it looks slightly pinker on your lips, but I guess that's your lip colour coming through.
I just love it, and I will forever I always go back to it. It's the one that I always go back to. That's it.
Amazing. Oh, that's gone really quickly. I feel like our chats this went really quickly. I feel like I could talk more, but
we could. It would be like 45 minutes.
It would be 45 minutes. I need to stop. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
You were a pleasure, treasure.
Isn't Liv doing a good job? She's great.
Stop.
Subscribe for her videos. They're amazing.
Stop.
More ethical fashion ones. I love them.
You probably came from Anna, but thank you so much for coming and letting me into your home.
Thanks.
And chatting.
Let's go grab some lunch.
Let's go do this. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, subscribe to Anna if you don't already for some reason. And yeah, send her lots of love.
Oh, thanks, Liv.
Send her many well wishes.
That would be really nice. Thanks.
And I will see you next Sunday. Have a great rest of your day, and bye!
Bye! That's so funny.
Send her your best wishes.